Good morning, everyone. Today is Monday, September 20th, and here is your Grand Junction fire weather briefing. So the latest drought monitor still shows extreme to exceptional drought across much of eastern Utah into northwest Colorado and the Four Corners, and we are seeing improvement down in the southern and central areas where we're now seeing more of the D0 to D2, but still dry up north and across eastern Utah. For the soil moisture ranking, we are still pretty dry out there, even as we've been dry despite any recent moisture we just received, but really wasn't as much to affect the soil moisture ranking. The evaporative demand drought index over the last week shows the D3 to D4 categories across the north, and across the rest of the western slope, we're more into the ED1 to ED2. And over the last month, we are starting to see some improvement there across eastern Utah into northwest and parts of west central Colorado. Still the drier conditions down south as we see more moisture up north with the storms that we've seen. As far as our temperatures go, over the last week, we've been above normal. Same with over the last month as well. And we are going to be going into a period where we're going to see below normal temperatures today, and then through the coming week, getting closer to normal by week's end. For precipitation, over the last week and the last month, we have been more in the below normal category for precipitation, although down in southeast Utah, we have seen over the last month above normal precipitation towards that Lake Powell and to Capitol Reef area, which is east or west of our forecast area, but still some moisture down there with some of the storms. And over the last, this is the precipitation ending Sunday, September 19th, and what we've received. And lightning efficiency, we are looking at the looks pretty. So as far as observed dry lightning and estimated rain, we have seen the low amounts of rainfall across much of the area, and so we have had the lightning strikes over the weekend and yesterday as well. So have had mostly dry thunderstorms with the gusty winds. Looking at the current upper level chart, see the cold fronts already moved through the region, and we are starting to see high pressure building back in. Looking at the models forecast, we have a trough moved across the north yesterday with the cold front that provided some thunderstorms and gusty winds. And so now we're seeing the backside of that trough. So we'll have gusty northwest flow today, and then ridge building in for the Tuesday into Wednesday. And that should lessen the winds, bring return to near normal temperatures. And as we head into the later part of the week, we do have a low pressure system that's going to be cutting off over the Southern California, and we'll be hanging out there, but for the most part, we'll be under that ridge of high pressure. So dry conditions expected through the end of the week with that system coming back across the region. Looks like late this coming weekend into early next week, so may provide some showers with that, and then dry after that. So as far as the hot, dry, and windy index, we're looking pretty good today because of that cold front that moved through and the cooler temperatures that have arrived this morning. And so we're not going to be seeing much in the way of hot, dry, and windy conditions. It will be breezy and dry, but the temperatures will be a lot cooler. And looking at the Storm Prediction Center Day 1 Fire Weather Outlook, nothing much going on today. We do have some localized conditions possible down in southwest Colorado, but not enough coverage or duration to warrant any fire weather highlights. And so we do have freeze warnings out for the northern valleys, where we're expecting low temperatures tonight to drop down into the mid to upper 20s and low 30s, and then for that area. So we're looking at that potential for freeze. And looking at the Climate Prediction Center's 8 to 14 day temperature and precipitation outlook, we are looking at the end of September through early October and greater probabilities of above normal temperatures returning and near normal precipitation. And looking ahead to the month of October, we're looking at greater probabilities of above normal temperatures with below normal precipitation across the southern half, with equal chances of above, below, or near normal precipitation across the northern half. And for the season, looking into November, December, January, the next 3 months beyond October, we're looking at greater probabilities of above normal temperatures across much of the desert Southwest into the Four Corners in our area, and below normal precipitation, greater probability of that across the southern half with equal chances across the northern half. Our 7-day outlook for precipitation, not seeing too much on the radar for as far as the models are concerned with precipitation, although today we may see some isolated showers and storms across the northern divide areas. But really, aside from that today with that exiting trough, really nothing much to speak of through the coming week. And for the seasonal drought outlook, looks like drought's going to persist across the western slope, and development likely across the eastern half of Colorado. So this is the graphical hazardous weather outlook, and we're just looking at trends through the coming weeks. So today we are seeing 80% certainty of some limited fire weather concerns, and that's, like I said, across the southwest Colorado. So some localized conditions there today with that exiting trough. But then for Tuesday and Wednesday, even less coverage and less chance, although there is still some localized conditions possible kind of across that Gunnison Basin, it looks like, for Tuesday, Wednesday, until we see improving conditions mid to late week. And that is all we have for today. So if you have any questions, just feel free to give us a call or send us an email, and you'll be receiving the recording later on today or tomorrow. Have a good day, everybody.